Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to take you around my homeschool room to show you guys what we're working with this year. As I have recently graduated my oldest daughter, I've made a couple of changes in our homeschool space and just kind of refreshed it and mostly got it clean and organized, and so I figured I would show you guys around. I want to thank Night Zookeeper for sponsoring this video. So everything that I can possibly link, I will link down in the description box for you guys when it comes to my homeschool space. You can actually go back on my channel and watch several other years, not only in this home, but actually before we even moved into this house. So just years and years of homeschooling in different spaces and small spaces and how I made that work. And back at the very beginning of our homeschooling journey, when we would all just gather around the table and work on schoolwork that way, videos for that too. So if you're just curious about any of that, you can find all of that right here on my channel. But let's jump in and let me show you guys around my homeschool space slash room for this upcoming school year. So like I already told you guys, this video is sponsored by Night Zookeeper, and I have been sharing Night Zookeeper on my channel with you guys for so many years because we absolutely loved using Night Zookeeper in our homeschool for many years. Even my oldest daughter had her turn when she was on Night Zookeeper. There was once a time where all four of my kids were enjoying Night Zookeeper, and even though we've moved out of that stage of homeschooling, because Night Zookeeper is a creative writing platform for kids ages 5 through 12, and all of my kids are now outside of that age range, and their writing skills have obviously taken off as most of them are in high school, I still continue to share Night Zookeeper on here because it was such a valuable, trusted resource in my homeschooling journey. If you guys have multiple kids and you need something for them to work on that is actually going to be beneficial to them while you work with your other kids with their math or their language arts program or whatever the case might be, Night Zookeeper is great for that. Night Zookeeper is also great for a change up when you want to put the curriculum away and you just want your kids to be practicing some of the reading, writing, grammar skills that you've already been working on in your homeschool. It is great for that. It is great for taking on the go if you're someone who travels or you spend a lot of time in the car or you often have to go to appointments. Night Zookeeper can come right along with you, and it is great for that. Because Night Zookeeper is a creative writing platform for kids, your kids are going to be practicing all of those reading, writing, grammar skills that all language arts curriculums teach. It doesn't matter which one you're using, they all teach pretty much the same things, just in different ways. So Night Zookeeper is a huge help with reinforcing all of that. And the best part about it is your kids are not going to complain about being on Night Zookeeper because it is so fun. As they work on their writing through Night Zookeeper, they earn coins to unlock different lands, and they can use the coins in different ways, and it's just a super fun resource to have. So if you guys have kids that are somewhere in that ballpark range, I just want to encourage you to check out Night Zookeeper. And thankfully they have given me a 50% off discount code for my audience. There is no, or a discount link, I'm sorry, there is no code needed. You just need to click that link and it's going to get you 50% off plus a 7-day free trial to check out Night Zookeeper. And if you're a mom of multiple younger kids, they have a multi-sibling discount plan as well that you can utilize and take advantage of. So whatever you're doing, however you think, going into your new homeschool year, having resources like Night Zookeeper are critical for homeschooling lots of little kids, and I just want to encourage you guys to check it out. If you've got a reluctant writer, it can also totally help with that without you feeling like you're forcing it constantly. It can be something that they enjoy doing, and you don't really have to do too much incentivizing to get it done. So the discount link will be down below to Night Zookeeper for you guys to check them out. And thank you, Night Zookeeper, for sponsoring today's homeschool room tour. Okay, so starting over here is a new little shelf that I got off of Amazon for this corner space. I wanted to do something different over here, and I'm super happy with how it turned out. On the bottom shelf, I brought up all of our homeschooling yearbooks through the years. I thought that that would be fun to have in our homeschooling space. I have this basket here ready for new pencils for the school year. This basket on top has pens and highlighters and some new ones for our new school year. On the shelf right above that, I got this planter like book. It looks like books, but it's for a plant, obviously. I got this in Cedar City, Utah this summer, and so I love bringing in things from our trips. And then I put a little plant inside there. I got this one at Lowe's, and I like how it looked. It was like the perfect size. Right above this, this was a new thing that I did this summer just because we love our dogs so much, and we also love Disneyland, and so I thought this was so cute. Instagram kept showing me this ad, and I finally took advantage of it. So these are our 3 dogs if they were cartoons, and it just makes me smile, and I love it. I got the frame at HomeGoods. On the top is a little Disney World section. The orange bird I got when we went on a trip. The totem pole Mickeys. My brother and I also got the same one on a trip, and so I just love how that looks. And then a little watercolor card. Over here, these have been in my schoolroom for forever, but it's a New Testament map, and then the Narnia map way up there. I had another one, but when I put you can see the nail. When I put the shelf in, I needed to move it. So backing up out of that corner is our Costco bookshelf. I have moved this and used this in many different ways throughout my homeschooling journey and being in this room. So it's on its side because we do have a gecko, and I am gecko sitting for a friend. So this is not my gecko, but this is my son's gecko, and so he lives right here. And you're not supposed to put them on super high surfaces, so that is why we have the bookshelf to the side. Some people have asked me that, why I did that instead of putting it up high, and also for getting in and feeding him, it would be a lot more difficult if it was up high. So he stays here, and usually this is just kind of an empty space. Above that, I have this large world map that is from HomeGoods, and I just have to show you guys, it's so funny. My son corrected that for me all on his own, which made me laugh. Down here we have books. So this basket is all of my parent guides. In here is mostly, actually all of these are apologetic resources. Over here we have our YWAM, they're like triple lined back there. YWAM missionary books, some international adventures, and some different things in the front. Down here is all the Good and the Beautiful library books that they don't even have anymore. Over here are just some random different books that all of my kids have kind of read. Up here, these ones are all getting read, so these are at the front, and then we have some more back there. So my kids keep all of their personal books in their rooms, but these are all books that like have been through all of my kids and will continue to be. And then once they're done reading them, we don't really keep every book we read. I sell them quite often. In here we have some extra printer paper and some campfire curriculum studies. That's what's in that. And then down here, all campfire curriculum studies. So those are in those binders and kept in there. So that is what is on this bookshelf over here. Over here, I just have a wreath on the laundry room door. Now in our laundry room, I have upper cabinets, and we keep homeschool art supplies up there. So there's art supplies in 3 cabinets. Our science kits are also up there as well. Now I told you guys about the cabinets in our laundry room. So you can see I have tons of spiral notebooks, binders. These are dissection kits. And then in here is my youngest daughter's Apologia Science kit. This is BJU Physical Science, which is something she'll do in 9th grade. So I have that for next year. All of my kids have used that. We have our microscope. This is what my son uses to clean his gecko's cage. So that is what is in that one. And then in this one, we have tons of different art supplies. I cleaned this out thoroughly this summer, and it was like combusting in here. So it looks a lot better than it did. Glue, hot glue, beads, paints, watercolors, palettes, chalk, easels, paintbrushes, random craft things up there, acrylic paint, all lives in here. Then in this drawer is like random stuff that we use for schooling, but not that often. So the 3-hole punch, lots of stickers, extra printer ink, rulers, protractors that we just don't use, all of them. And then in the drawer right to the side, this was another one that I cleaned out extremely this summer, is to hold all of like additional papers. For example, construction paper, cardstock, anything extra like that. I also have like some graduation things that I purchased, and so that drawer actually has a lot of empty space to it now, but I haven't gone school supply shopping yet, so that'll get filled up. So that's kind of an extension of storage. Now moving over here to my desk, I got a new chair this year. This is from Home Goods, but I found one pretty similar on Amazon. Was actually going to get the one on Amazon until I saw this one at Home Goods, and it was about $50 less. Down here, a basket full of just different electronics that are my kids. Their Nintendo Switches, headphones, my ring light for filming stuff, headphones, that's all in there. On my desk, I keep it pretty clear. That's just the way I like it. Blink security camera. This new desk mat I got from an Instagram shop that I just really liked, and it just made me happy to see. I got this little notepad from her shop as well. I have some pens. There's some calculators in here. My Homeschool Mom binder, a calendar, and then up here, we have these little shelves that I love, with a fake hanging plant, and my little baby's first trip to Disney World. This banana slug came from one of our RV trips. I can't remember which one. This turtle is from Kauai, the first time we swam with turtles. So I just love having things in here that are significant to us. And then I of course have like personal things in those 3 drawers. But that is my desk. Now over here, I've had these floor cushions for forever. They are from Walmart. I don't know if they have them anymore. They were originally over here, but the dog is the only one who really lays on these now. And so I thought I would just bring them out here. So if I pull these out of the way, down below I have printer paper for easy access. This is my file organizer of lots of different things, none of which is really homeschool related. Just a little decorative reminder over there. Then I have color pencils. These are all like some books Jake and I have that we brought out here. There's the Old Testament map that was behind the other one, but I ran out of room, so I thought it looked nice there. And then this shelf right here is all curriculum that we'll be using this year. Things like the math, I'm not going to give all 4 units at one time, so we keep them on the shelf ready for when they need the next one. Then up top we have a snake plant, more printer paper, we go through a lot of that, a pencil sharpener, the printer. This is my all-time favorite printer. I don't think they make this specific model anymore, but it's been worth its money times 100. We got this done last year in Virginia City, and it's so funny. So I love having that. And then I have this green and gold clock that matches really well, and I just love it. It's from Hearth and Hand, but I don't think they make it anymore at Target. The blue accent wall here is Sea Serpent by Sherwin-Williams, And then the other walls, which you can't get a full color picture of, are Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. Now, over here, this used to be my oldest daughter's desk, but as many of you know, she is in college now and she's going to be working. And so she's going to be doing schoolwork on her own time and probably going to coffee shops and doing different things. So she has a desk now in her room for that. That way we can go about our life, whether she needs to study or she needs to work late into the night, whatever she needs to do. So my other son took this desk over. So this is his desk. I gave him my old desk chair, kind of because he made it a little wobbly from leaning back in it, but he can have that now. Here's his basket with all of his curriculum in here. His desk drawers that he has organized. On his desk, he has his funny little things, his military history calendar. I got him this pop figure for Valentine's Day. These are funny little things we got him for his birthday. He has a laptop, he has his binder, and these paper organizers will get filled as the school year progresses. Right above that, I have this sign, Wisdom and Wonder, that I've had for a long time that I got at Magnolia in Texas. Above that, also same thing, there's a pennant flag up there. Let's see. Yeah, and that's just a good reminder. I still have our art line up here. My youngest daughter and I are gonna do some watercoloring together this school year, and so I think we'll hang those up when we're done. So now this is my youngest daughter's desk. I've had these desks for forever. They are from IKEA. They are the Mickey desks with the file organizer. And then that is like the double version of this desk. So she has her chair, her desk, some pens, her curriculum basket here, and then in her drawers she has different things that she'll be utilizing, and then some different just personal items that she wanted to keep in her desk. So that is her little space. And then over here is my oldest son. He is going to be a senior this year, and so you know, it's just kind of weird, but that is his desk. That's where he's worked hard all of his high school years. And so we'll be wrapping that up this year, but he still has a little bit more to do. So this is his desk. He has the same desk. He has the same file organizer. He keeps a few of his personal things on here that I love to see. Like, this kind of stuff is what makes me happy. I want them to have things that have memories associated with them on their school desks. As far as curriculum for him, all I have for him this year is the Dave Ramsey course, and I'm gonna have him read several of C.S. Lewis's books. But other than that, he'll be doing college. So that is his desk, and then he has his drawers organized as he sees fit. Above that, we have this corner shelf that Jake did last year for me, and I really love these shelves. There's a story behind every single thing on them, so I won't bore you with them, but you can just kind of get a good look at them. And that Bassett drawing that I'll cherish forever, he made that. My oldest son made that for me a few years ago. That's my oldest daughter's succulent Lego set. The llama right here is from an alpaca ranch we visited and laughed so hard at some of the stories that came out of that place. The Charge of Manhood was something that my son did at Impact 360 summer camp. I have their Disneyland silhouettes up there that I got done years ago. This squirrel with a coffee cup is one of the very first things I ever bought for our homeschool room. The Lord of the Rings different lands, or maybe I'm saying that wrong, maybe they're cities, I don't know. But my kids are huge fans, and I saw those last year when I was at, well, maybe it was 2 years ago now, speaking at a homeschool event, and I thought they would just absolutely love those, so I got those for them. The GCU nursing duck, my oldest daughter, obviously. That flower is from Lewis and Clark, the national monument in Oregon. So there's like a story to everything up there, but I love it. Moving over here is a comfy reading corner. So I have this small wooden table along with this chair. These chairs are on Amazon and they are really, really comfortable and awesome. I've seen them in like hotels and stuff and I'm like, hey, I have that chair, but these chairs are great. If I had more space, I would get more of them. I threw a bigger throw pillow on there, and then this was a new thing I got, which was this little footrest, and I just thought the muted orange went so well in here. And so that's kind of the end of that space. This rug is from HomeGoods, and I just liked the browns, the greens. I thought the blue went really nicely with the accent wall up here and just kind of tied everything together. So that is basically our homeschooling space upstairs. So that's gonna be it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed a little peek inside our homeschooling room. As many of you know, we do our Bible time, morning time stuff downstairs, but this is like our designated space for that. I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I feel like it really just reflects the stage and ages of my kids. So yeah, it's cozy. We've got all of our little travel items that we pick up along the way that have memories associated with them, but it's also mature and a space that I feel like everyone can enjoy together. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you check out the links to Night Zookeeper down below. Don't forget, you can get 50% off. I highly encourage you guys to check them out as you get ready to get back into your school years, no matter if it's homeschooling, public school, whatever it is. Night Zookeeper can help your kids learn to enjoy writing just a little bit more. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again in my next video very soon. Bye.